Good morning students. Today I am going to discuss the concept of energy density and radiation pressure and the relation between the energy density and radiation pressure. So energy density means energy per unit volume. Energy per unit volume is called as energy density. It is denoted by letter U. U is energy density per unit volume, that is energy density, that is energy per unit volume. Then we know that radiation possesses all the properties of the light, and when the radiations are incident on the surface, say PQ, these radiations are incident on the surface PQ, what happens? They will exert the pressure on the surface, and the pressure exerted by this radiation on the surface is called as pressure of radiation. Pressure exerted by the radiation on the surface is called pressure of a radiation, or say radiation pressure. It is denoted by letter P. Now we have to show that pressure exerted by the radiation is equal to energy density of the radiation. We have to show that whenever these radiations are incident normal to the surface, then pressure exerted by the radiation, that is radiation pressure, is equal to energy density of radiation. So according to Planck's quantum theory, radiations consist of photon. They are called as quantum, and energy of the photon is given by, that is E equal to h nu. Energy of the photon is equal to h nu, where E is the energy of the photon, h is the Planck's constant, nu is the frequency of radiation. Then according to the theory of relativity, the famous relation, that is Einstein's mass energy relation, is given by E equal to mc square. So Einstein's mass energy relation is E equal to mc square. We get the two equations, that is energy of the photon is equal to h nu, and Einstein's mass energy relation, that is E equal to mc square, where m is mass, c is the velocity of light, c is the velocity of light. Equate both the equations, we get, equating the two equations, we get mc square equal to h nu, then m equal to h nu divided by c square. So here m is mass of the photon, that is equal to h nu by c square. So m is the mass of the photon. Then we know that momentum, that is linear momentum. Momentum is equal to product of mass and velocity. So general definition of the momentum, product of mass and velocity. We calculate the momentum of the photon, which is moving with velocity c. Photons moving with velocity of the light, that is c. So momentum of the photon, that is p equal to mass of the photon, that is h nu upon c square, h nu upon c square, into velocity, that is c. So momentum of the photon P equal to h nu upon c square into c. Then one of the c get cancelled with this c, and we get momentum of the photon h nu upon c, that is equal to E upon c. So momentum of the photon P equal to h nu upon c, h nu equal to E, that is energy of the photon, E equal to h nu. So h nu can be written as E, that is energy of the photon, divided by c as it is. So we get momentum P equal to E by c. So say this is equation 1. Now the amount of radiations, that is P is momentum. So we can write momentum incident on surface, momentum incident on the surface PQ per unit area per second, that is equal to summation E upon c, and summation E is nothing but capital E. Capital E equal to summation E, that is total energy incident per unit area, per second. So capital E equal to summation E, summation of all the energy of the photon, that means total energy of the photon incident per unit area per second, and hence we get momentum incident per unit area per second on the given surface, that is P equal to summation E is capital E, so capital E upon C. So say this is equation 2. So the momentum incident per unit area per second, that is E upon C. Now radiation incident through the area normal to the surface, radiation incident to the area normal to the surface per second, radiation incident through the area normal to the surface per second, that is equal to U into Cs, where U is energy density of radiation, that is energy per unit volume, C is the velocity of the light. So radiation incident through the unit area normal to the surface per second, that is equal to UCS. Say it is equation 4. Now emissive power, that is amount of heat radiated per unit area per second, heat radiated per unit area per second, or say energy radiated per unit area energy radiated per unit area per second, that is equal to UCS divided by UCS divided by C. UCS divided by S. So we get energy radiated per unit area per second. So energy radiated per unit area per second is given by UCS upon S. So S get cancel. Energy radiated per unit area per second, that is E equal to U into C. Suppose that this is equation 4. This is equation 4. Then put equation 4 into the equation 2. So putting equation 4 into the equation 2, we get P equal to E by C, that is U by UC upon C. So C get cancelled. We get P equal to U, that is pressure exerted by the radiation is equal to energy density of the radiation. So listen here once again. We have to derive the relation between energy density of radiation, that is U, and radiation pressure, that is P. We have to show that P equal to U, that is pressure exerted by radiation is equal to energy density of radiation. So we know that according to Planck's quantum theory, radiation consists of photons. Energy of the photon is given by E equal to h nu. Then according to Einstein's mass energy relation, E equal to mc square, where E is energy, m is mass, c is velocity of light. So we get the two equations, E equal to h nu and E equal to mc square. Equate both the equation, we get mc square equal to h nu. Transfer this c square to the right hand side. So m equal to h nu by c square. So m equal to h nu upon c square, where m is the mass of photon, h is the Planck's constant, nu is frequency of radiation, c is the velocity of light. So we get mass of the photon m equal to h nu upon c square. Then momentum of the photon, product of mass and velocity. Momentum of photon is p, mass of the photon is h nu upon c square, and velocity of the light, that is c, because we know that photons travels with velocity of light according to Planck's quantum theory. So we get momentum of the photon p equal to h nu upon c square into c. Solve this. One of the c from the c square get cancelled with this c, and we get momentum of the photon p equal to h nu upon c. H nu can be written as small e, that is energy of the photon, divided by c as it is. So we get momentum of the photon p equal to e by c, that is equation 1. Now, the total momentum incident on the surface PQ per unit area per second, that is summation E upon C. So, momentum incident on the surface PQ per unit area per second is summation E by C, but capital E, that is summation E equal to capital E, total energy incident per unit area per second, and hence we get summation E equal to capital E. So we get total momentum P equal to E upon C. So this is equation 2. Now radiation energy or radiant energy passing through the area normal to the surface per second. Radiation energy passing through the area normal to the surface per second, that is equal to UCS. Say this is equation number 3. Now emissive power, that is energy radiated per unit area per second, equal to this factor UCS divided by S. S get cancelled. We get energy radiated per unit area per second, that is E equal to U into C. Suppose that this is equation 4. Putting equation 4 into the equation 2, we get P equal to E by C, P equal to E by C, and value of E, that is UC, divided by C as it is, CC get cancelled, and we get P equal to U. Thus, the relation between radiation pressure and energy density of radiation, that is radiation pressure is equal to energy density of radiation. So whenever these radiations are incident on the surface and when they are normal to the surface, then pressure exerted by the radiation is equal to energy density of radiation. That is, radiation pressure is equal to energy density of radiation. So let us stop here.